Real quick, one of the staples of our shows over the years is people accidentally send me things after I send them money. A box. Well, I found a box in my bedroom.
I've never gotten a box sent to me in the mail. I've never gotten one.
I'm
in my life.
It.
I've never
Really?
used Amazon. I never sent away for something. I never, and
I think.
And John, you get boxes all the time, don't you?
I find crazy deals, and it's weird. I think people like getting things in the mail, like it's like a Christmas present. And that's really weird too. Once you get it, you're only happy for 5 minutes. Oh, look at that, and you put it on your shelf. But all right, I unbox it, but Wid can open it and look.
Oh, I get to see. This is something that I don't do. I always try to keep under the radar until I had to vote. They made me vote in 2016. Now everybody knows me. I got jury duty and everything. Look, they sent you this.
I collect hoagie wrappers, so this is I'll save this.
Look at that. Oh man. Okay. I always wanted to do that. Okay. Right here. John, let me guess what this is. All right. It's not a football. Okay. It's not a gun. It's John, not again. John, not again.
A real man needs 4 of these.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Benson. You push that right there.
How many of these do you have now, John?
4 or 5.
4 or 5? What are you going to do with 4 or 5?
In case one gets dirty.
Dirty? I thought you were a clean comedian. This is so, oh, sorry, John. This is so weird. How many puppets like this do you have now, John?
4 or 5 of those.
And how many Oogie puppets from the Uncle Floyd show do you have?
I don't know, 10.
That's the truth, okay? And
yeah, screw cryptocurrency. The real money is in these things. There's a movie, I don't know if you've ever heard of it, called Toy Story. But this is from Toy Story 4, the last one. Mm-hmm. And they have like these real emotional scenes in it, like it's kind of brutal. But they get all the antique toys, Woody and all the get sent to a vintage store, like an antique store, and they hook up with some other dolls in there from the 50s. But it's a real cute little baby girl doll, but she's evil, and she has a bunch of these Benson ventriloquist puppets as her minions, as her henchmen. So, and it's weird too. Every other doll in the movie can talk except the ventriloquist dummies. And they just run down the street with their mouth open. They're really like creepy looking. And this is based on what's that? Goosebumps, the Night of the Living Dummy.
Okay,
that's who he's kind of based on. Jerry Mahoney. But it's funny because there's like 10 of these chasing Woody down, and their hands are in the air like this, screaming down, running after him. But I did a show one time, and Wid goes, "Quick, we have to go to the Goodwill store." He goes, "I have to get some
Hawaiian shirts for Gallagher."
So I'm standing in line. I'm buying crock pots and kitchen utensils.
Did you buy a crock pot?
No, I'm kidding. I should have. There was still roast beef in it. But Wid comes up and he had one of these dolls here, and he said, "Hey, you can use this." So I can't. The jokes I do with it in my act, I can't do. I don't want to curse on the show here.
Okay.
But hey everybody. You know the squirrels in Cheltenham explode after they have sex?
Wait, the squirrels explode after they have sex here in Cheltenham?
Well, the ones I had sex with did.
Now, John, that's how to kill in comedy, okay? Yes. Right over there. I don't know if you're going to pick up any girls, okay? But with a joke like that.
The first page of that book says to do that.
In that Toy Story 2, it is so. I could identify with the guy who was the collector Okay, and he was real anal about the condition of things. And see, I'm a collector. Okay, but the condition I'm a little bit concerned with. But most of the time, I will just take things as they come, and it will not it'll not bring down the value of the item to me. Okay. But there are people out there who, if it has even the littlest scratch on it,
oh man,
they will be so so concerned and so like running over and trying to chew you down from a price or a value that you put on something. And they say, oh, no, I can't give you that because it has a scratch over here and it doesn't have the original hat and things like that. Oh. That stuff sort of drives me crazy. I guess it's the same with people who collect records and,
Oh, yeah, definitely.
The people only want the records that, or VHS tapes. They only want the horror ones or things like that.
And you told me, too, before about your lunch boxes that people don't, a real collector doesn't want an originally, they'll take a mint condition, but not one that's restored. Mm-hmm. But they like things that have a little bit of wear and tear, like it's used.
Yes, it's called patina.
Yes. And we have another box here that's not a Benson puppet.
This is the first time that I've opened, any box ever, and I'm so John. It's not another one of those, is it?
You got to open up to see.
I'm scared, John. Okay, look, it's a white trash doll, right over there. Once again, John, it's something that we're going to have a reveal right here. All right. And I don't know what it is, okay, but I'm pretty sure that it has something to do with puppets. Okay, let's take it off right here. 2, 4, 6. Oh, my gosh. It's a Vin Diesel puppet. Oh, right over there. This is beautiful, John. Okay, right over there. I can see the future right here. But one thing about being bald, it's neat. Okay, it's very neat, and he can comb his hair with a sponge. But what is this one's called?
Wid. In the 70s, a TV commercial came out for a doll called Hugo.
Okay.
Doll of 1,000 disguises.
I thought you said Hugo.
Hugo, right? This doll here is called Hugo, and it came with a disguise kit. He had a wig, a hat, an eye patch, scars, mustache, beard, goatee. So kids would sit there and go, "Oh, look, now he looks like a villain," or "Now he looks like Fu Manchu," and like stuff like that. And this is it's kind of rare, but people in the 70s, pardon me, in the 70s remember this commercial on TV. And I was recently.
It was one of the weirdest commercials that I have ever seen, John, because it was like one of those things. Remember, you had the magnet and you had the bald-headed guy, and you can give him any kind of haircut and or mustache and things like that. That's what this reminded me of in 3D. Okay.
Yes. I was at a horror convention by accident a couple months ago, and they were selling a life-size version of this. It was a whole mask on your head, but you could do the exact same disguise, only full-size ones. And there's a TV show on called Uncle Floyd.
Uncle Floyd was it was a local TV show from New Jersey, from Central Jersey, and it was very New Jersey-centric. And it was run by a man called Uncle Floyd, hence the Uncle Floyd Show, who would nostalgically play old tunes on the piano and had a group of, I would call them stooges, okay? A group of guys who would, they would do little skits and little songs and everything. But it was a kid show for adults, okay? And it was on for years.
From 74 to 96.
Yeah, and it was on like VHS, not VHS.
UHF. New Jersey public access channels.
And things like that. And Uncle Floyd, they bumped him up to a PBS station, okay, in Newark, New Jersey, and then they bumped him up into a national TV station, Channel 4, and he was on for about a week on Channel 4 because they overproduced it.
Yeah.
It was a local show. Uncle Floyd was a local show, and it had a charm because it was so low tech
Yes.
and low budget. And like Hugo here was one of the heroes of it. And one of the other puppets that John has was a hero of it. And people are still very nostalgic for the show.
Well, it's very neat, too, because Uncle Floyd loves ragtime and 1920s piano songs. Really, like, if you knew Susie and, I am the god of hellfire and I bring you fire and the Abba Dabba honeymoon.
Wait, that's not a 20s song.
I am Iron Man.
Okay,
War
Iron
Pigs.
Man is.
But as he played the piano, a guy would be under the piano next to him, and he would see the head pop up and dance next to Uncle Floyd like that, right? And it was very, very funny.
So these Hugo puppets are very they're very popular because of the Uncle Floyd show. Still, after all these years, okay, and I just find it amazing that it's in such good condition after all those years. But could you imagine being a kid playing with that? That's like,
and then just like on your dresser at night, the kid's like looking over at it. Are you sleeping? Oh, look at that kid right there. Oh, I'm checking for a hernia.
It came with its own toupee, didn't it?
Yeah, and I think it was kind of based on like the Inspector Clouseau character from the Pink Panther films, where he would wear a mask and stuff like that. And but
that was exciting for me to open up those boxes, John. I've always lived in in unconventional places where you couldn't get a box. Oh, a third one, ladies and gentlemen, box number 3.
Now I don't know what's in here, and not everything I get is Victor
Here,
Von
let
Puppets.
me do this. Okay, now this was sent to you by.
Read the.
Okay, all right, first class. All right,
It was sent to me by the.
this is. I always feel like I'm doing a.
I hope this isn't that Johnson expander I got.
How many? Now I want people out there to guess. Okay, is it going to be another puppet that John has in here, or is it going to be something like a Fonzie glass? Okay, John, you're a big fan of Fonzie, and
You might have a point there. I collect Fonzie glasses from McDonald's in the 70s.
It's so weird. I went over to John's house and
might-
a beautiful china cabinet, with beveled glass and everything like that. And you look inside of it, it's just filled with Fonzie glasses. Okay, you got like 15 of them. Fonzie glasses of
I have
all.
Lenny and Squiggy, Laverne, Shirley, all the 70s sitcoms. But they made a series of collector's glasses, and that's kind of neat. And they're in great condition. Yeah. I don't know what this is.
I don't know what this is either, but you get free bubble wrap with it.
Does it feel like a doll?
It's.
I hope it's not like some product like.
It's not living because there's no little air holes in it.
I hope this isn't a product that's not made for sensitive viewers.
Oh no.
Oh wait!
No, not again.
No, don't open all the way up. I didn't realize what was in there, but you can tell by the feet.
John, you're despicable, John. You are despicable.
It was another one of those Benson puppets.
Show them both together. This is an obsession, John. Okay.
Look, there's her feet right there. Okay. I didn't realize that.
John, you are one unique collector.
That's why I didn't open this one up.
John, if this is another Benson,
I'm quitting the show.
Is there a window here that I can jump? Could you put a window on the screen so I can jump right out?
You can go and land on the tracks.
No, John. No.
Show's over.
No. That's a sickness, John.
The problem is, I thought I was getting a Robert Guillaume doll from Benson, the TV series.
Now this is the kind of doll that you should be collecting right over there. Okay, I can't. You have all the. I can't afford something like that, John. Okay, you have 3 of those, 4 of them. Look, I'm feeling the crunch. Okay, and don't look at me like a serial killer, John, because I have guys like you for breakfast. All right? Hey, do you know the difference between Captain Crunch and, let's say, the New York Jets?
No, what?
Captain Crunch belongs in a bowl.
If there's any mistakes, we can fix that in post.
You can fix this in post. Okay.
Post cereal.
He has one of those. He has one of those captain hats on. That nobody. I like yacht rock. He would. I mean, this is the target audience.